All right, so for number 5, we are multiplying multiple numbers, and every time I see a problem like this where there are multiple numbers that we're doing, I like to break it up into pieces. So I'm going to focus on the first 2 numbers and multiplying those, and then I'm going to put this in a box and save it for later. So the first thing I need to do is I'm going to rewrite those 2. And I can't really multiply these yet because I need to change my mixed number into an improper fraction. I'm going to move that over. Whoops. Improper fraction. Okay. And the way I do that, I start down here at the bottom. We want to multiply those numbers, and then we want to add these numbers. So this stays the same, negative 2/3. This one turns into 8 times 7 plus 7, all of that over 8. Again, this stays the same. 8 times 7 is 56, plus 7 is 63. All of that over 8. Okay, whoops. So now we're going to multiply, and these are some really big numbers. So at this point, I'm going to show you how you can simplify before you multiply, and that's going to just help to keep the numbers a little smaller. So what you want to do is you want to look diagonally, and you want to see whether there are any numbers that you can divide into both numbers. And in this case, I can see that if I divided this by 3, this would turn into 1, which is a nice small number. And if I divide this one by 3, that would turn the 63 into 21, which is also a nice small number. And then I want to look at these diagonal numbers. And I can divide both of those by 2. So divide this by 2. This one is now going to turn into a 1. And then if I divide this by 2, this will turn into 4. And this looks pretty messy right now, so I'm going to rewrite my problem. Now my problem is negative 1 over 1 multiplied by 21 over 4. One thing that I notice is that I'm multiplying 2 numbers that have different signs because this is negative right here and this is positive. So if they're different signs, the answer is going to be negative. So I'm going to put my answer box over here. Everything in that yellow box is going to be a negative number once I'm done. So let's get to multiplying. I'm going to multiply across, and that looks like negative 1 times 21 over 1 times 4. And that gives me negative 21 over 4. And now I'm going to simplify. So I'm going to do 21 divided by 4. I can divide 5 times. That gives me 1 left over. So actually, because we still have this third number that we need to multiply, I'm not going to simplify yet. Let's delete that. So I'm going to take this number that I got, and that is all going to go inside my yellow box. And I don't need that subtraction, or that negative sign anymore because I included it. I didn't forget. I'm going to bring this down, multiply 3/2. And now we are on to our next multiplication problem. Negative 21/4 times 3/2. So this is going to be 21 times 3, all of that over 4 times 2. We'll multiply the top numbers together. And again, this is a negative number multiplied by a positive number. So whatever my answer is at the end in this answer box, it's going to be a negative number. So I'm going to put that there so I don't forget. Negative 21 times 3 is negative 63. 4 times 2 is 8. So now we need to simplify. 63 divided by 8. I can divide this 7 times, 56. 13 minus 6 is 7. So my mixed number is going to be 7 wholes. And then my fraction is going to be over 8. And it's 7/8 because there were 7 left over. And that's my answer.